You know, mad craziness.
A day like no other since there was a nation, man.
Right.
You know?
Okay, but you know, but if you look beyond that, it's necessary, man. This place needs to go down, it needs to be destroyed.
The Lord said so, man.
That's right.
It says, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger.
Right, so the Lord is leading the nations into a trap. It's a massive trap, man. You've been set up. You know, it's a setup. You know when you get stitched up, and someone pulls the gun on you, like, oh shit, never saw this coming.
Man bit that bait.
Some guy's popping a chick, but she's a setup chick.
It's set up.
The two fans come in the house, you know, with the Timbs on.
You know,
The do-rag.
The do-rag. And when tights is a face mask. Get down, nigga. Like in Paid in Full. You know?
Yep.
Trap,
It's a
nigga.
setup.
It says, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
With the fire of his jealousy, man. So that's when the Lord's going to lead you into that place, and He's going to let the missiles fly, man. Everyone's just going to get destroyed.
Listen to all of these,
Do you win, man? God, the scripture says Satan cast against Satan. How shall his kingdom stand? Alright, the Lord has turned their minds against each other, man. All for his purpose, man. Because if they had any inkling of no control of themselves, they'll say, okay, they'll go into the scripture, they'll say, what's the Lord's planning to do? So let's avoid it, because it's written down.
if Esau's being as smart as he thinks he is, or says he is, he would just avoid it.
You would have decoded it.
But you know what? It's also in the scripture that his desire is like hell, man. He's greedy, and he can't really control his urges, man, because he's the devil. He's wicked.
He's a bastard.
He can't control it, so he's just gonna go into it anyway, thinking, fuck it. You know, ain't nothing gonna happen. I've been running this shit for how long now?
Exactly.
I've been getting away with it. I was gonna
That
do
pride,
it.
that pride.
That's right.
You know, and EA, they so lucky,
I
bro.
was just going to say, you know, the scriptures talk about how, you know, the Lord controls the clay, man. You know, men are likened unto clay, and the Lord can shape fashion that clay any way He chooses.
And that's the nature He put into Esau.
And an example of that is when, you know, another precept is in Proverbs, the king's heart is in the hands of the Most High.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the Heavenly Father can harden one's heart that he can't do what he might want to do. Alright? That's why it tells you in Job, if they want to fulfill...
Man, I did a video on that like a couple hours ago, man. Like at the start of the day.
That's a spirit. A couple hours ago, a couple of days ago, that scripture you dropped last week.
Oh yeah, come on.
The scripture says in Job 33, innit?
I got it.
I did it, man. Yeah, man. It seems like in this camp every week that happens, man.
God.
That's the spirit. The spirit is flourishing.
That's right. This is Job 33 and 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed.
Yes. So you like deep sleep. Yeah.
You got
you can't wake up. You know, you just
you got them dry squams.
Yeah, the dry squam. You know, deep sleep. Go ahead.
Then he openeth the ears of men.
So what does that mean? Does it mean an angel? No, I'm not talking about that. It means the Lord opens up the pineal gland and seals it in the spirit what you're gonna do for the day, right?
And sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man.
And hide pride from man.
Right.
You know why? Because he's like, yeah, man. For example, what's that guy's name I got stumped out by the angels?
Oh, Heliodorus?
Yeah,
Heliodorus.
He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go in the temple, man. I'm gonna rob your shit. Alright? The Heavenly Father sealed that, you know, in that day. He ain't gonna work and he gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
When Donald Trump said that he held back the missile or something, he cancelled it.
Oh yeah. With Iran, he's gonna shoot down.
He's gonna shoot down. Then he said it's not a really a balanced response, so I'm gonna cancel it. Well, that's the law, right?
Yeah, the angels, like I said, holding back the
Exactly.
man.
Because it ain't time yet. It has to happen a certain way.
No, nigga. Ain't time yet.
You can't, acting out your
maybe I
mouth.
shouldn't do that. But that's what you think. You think you decided not to do it.
Right.
Oh, maybe it's not a good idea.
No.
Put it in your head, man.
Because why? Because the RFID chip has to come back. If Trump really, you know, attacked Iran, bro, that's it. That's really, you know, but the prophecy has to be fulfilled. The scripture says the least of the flock Shall draw them out. Them gutter rats. You know, the chip has to come to pass. Brother, look, that's the spirit. This, it's the spirit.
Yeah, the one you quoted is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Alright? Hey, and the Hebrew word for heart is love, which means your mind. Right? So the Lord does seal the instructions within the mind. You know, you're going to do what the Lord wants you to do, that he may hide pride from man. And who's the most proud? Salakia, brother. Salakia. Who's the most proudest? Esau.
Yeah.
You know, he's the man of pride, man. Alright, he's been ruling the nations with wrath. And that's why they're going to turn on the Great War America. You know, because he's been America's been the big ass bully for far too long. Now everyone else has got the big guns, man. You know?
Everyone's sick of America. They're building up their military, their armory. Because who are you to tell a nation that they can't have nuclear weapons to protect themselves?
World police.
Yeah, we can have them, but you can't. We can fuck up at any time.
But we can use them and we have used them.
That's madness.
They did that in the news recently against India. They was looking at action against India because they wanted to buy S-400s or weapons from Russia and not do trade with the US. So they was like looking for sanctions and action against them, man.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Why can't they buy from Russia? Your shit is shit. Your country is shit. So why should they be made to buy from you? Is what's Russia doing on the earth? Like, are they going around doing some? No, it's you that's doing all that shit, man. Go around these places, fucking up their shit, fucking off, leaving a big fucking void there, and where people just murdering each other, man. What's you doing that? Russia ain't even doing anything, man. To be honest, I mean they took from here, but technically it was theirs anyway.
Yeah, that's that old school like mafioso bullying tactics, man. The mafia will come to you and say, look, you need our protection. You're like, no, I don't. I'm cool. No, you need it. You gotta pay us $400 every month. If you don't, so that's what America does, man. They're doing them mafioso, bullying tactics, man. That's how they get right, man. They bully the nations. That's why everything is going to come down like tumbling bricks, man.
But it's exactly like that. Them mafia dudes that used to go around and used to buy protection from them because you protect them from them.
Yeah, from them.
From them. If you don't, I'm gonna fuck your shit. If you don't, we call and you just pay us your rent or whatever to us. You're like, okay, we don't want no trouble.
That's it.
That's what happens. That's how they bully everybody, man. Because they don't want no trouble with America, really. But because of Russia, these other nations can speak up.
Right.
They can reject America because they got other dudes they can do. They have protection from other superpowers.
S-300s,
S500s now.
The S500,
F550. You know, but they feel more brave to stand up against America now. You know, and the scriptures on that, but. You know, they feel emboldened by it. So they're like, no, fuck you, man. I'm gonna do what I wanna do.
I don't fear you, nigga.
Yeah, they look like
I'm not being told what I can and can't do. They're sovereigns.
They're looking like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. America's history is kind of fucked. They've done that.
They've been to the moon. Afraid to do that.
You know, they falsified the moon landing. So everyone thinks they're great. If they can go to the moon, what else can they do?
I mean, they got harp and shit, sending fucking earthquakes and typhoons and shit.
Fucking Haiti. You know.
I was gonna say, your brothers made the basically I was gonna say the brothers use the analogy of the cartels and how they force protection on you and you have to give them
extortion,
tithes and so forth. Well, I can't remember what country, whether it's Venezuela or one of them third world countries. Alright, they had like a town where it was doing really well, but because of the cartels and extortion and taxes on them, it went out of business. And I can't remember where it was, but it used to be a thriving city or town. And that's basically what's happened with these nations. These nations have said, look man, if we keep abiding by Esau, we're going to go out of business on an economic standing. So then they said,
because he's not doing it for your benefit, he's trying to benefit off you. That's what it is. It's like a casino, bro. It ain't there for you to make money, bro. They take money off you.
So then what's happening now is that the nations, well, that's it right there, man. And Joel, the nations have said, real, the weak are going to say they're strong. And go ahead. And, you know, the nations, they're basically gonna, you know, like it says in Joel, the 3rd chapter.
Yeah, we'll just read it,
you know?
Yep, this is Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
Right, so the Lord is putting the spirit on all these nations to get equipped, to get in that spirit of war.
That's right.
So we can fulfill prophecy, man.
Right,
That's what's happening. It's the Lord putting this great emergence of war in the world again, man. Because for a minute it wasn't so, you know, as it is now. Now it's war every day, World War III. You know, Russia this, America that, Iran this, China this, trade war.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and I actually have an actual like a testimony when I actually met like a person who I personally know who's actually currently active in NATO, man. And I met him this week. Well, I always see him every day where I work, but he's actually active now, man. And he's like, look, man, you know this war's coming, man. You know, and we even had a chance to speak about the actual chip, people being chipped in the military and stuff, right? So that spirit of war is out here, man. You know.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Salaki, just on that point you made there, speaking about the chip, because what you're gonna find is there's gonna be soldiers that are gonna faint and not want to fight, man.
Yeah,
But then they got the control over the chip. They can cause you pain, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they have control over you.
They have control over you.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do in that war. If you want to just turn around and retreat, you can't, man.
Yeah.
Your family's not going to get those rations.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to threaten you all kinds of ways, man.
It's recorded.
Yeah. And he actually explained that basically there's some people that are chipped, but basically like in there, if they send you out like on a mission and you avoid it, they'll just send someone to track you down for your chip and put you to death. So you might think
the drones, the robots, and shit, man. They just find your ass, man. They can do that.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know,
You got GPS signal.
during World War, they even show you that in the Craze movie, I believe.
No, I was gonna say that.
Basically, what happened was you had guys who would just go and hide underneath their stairs and, you know, in their so-called, what do you call it? Bunkers or whatever it is, man. Underneath their houses, man, just to avoid basements, to hide from the military coming and knocking their door and saying all men have to go to war. You know, if they pass a certain draft,
Yeah, getting drafted.
So, hey, man, they might put that chip out there and say, right, now we know where you are, man.
Right.
There ain't no running away.
Hey, and that's true, because there used to be this YouTube channel called Project Camelot. They used to go into like a lot videos, interviews, ex-military guys, man, and they were chipped. And they said that with that chip, they can actually erase your memory. Some of them soldiers that were fighting, they've actually had their memories erased, so they're just built for fighting, man. And then they'll have like flashbacks come back and that, then they'll run and they'll go, they'll break down.
Machine for Esau.
Bro, Esau's doing some stuff in the background, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, precept for you, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is Isaiah 14 verse 6. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. Like what we're saying, it's just war after war. America ain't been at peace. Well, not since I've been alive. You know, they've always been at war.
Yeah.
You know, it's continuing war.
Someone done a video about it.
Yeah, it was only like for a couple months.
Yeah. They're always involved in a war somehow, some way.
So he that ruled the nations in anger, okay, he's persecuted, so he's going to be destroyed for all this wickedness he's doing on the earth. Right? So, and none hindereth. Ain't no one going to come and save America, man. Okay, but America's always continuously at war. It doesn't matter, they can't sit still. That is, you know, the military complex, man, whatever they call it, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's a machine, you know?
It's an industry as well.
That's it.
It's an industry as well, and in fact, this guy I met speaking to me that's in NATO. He himself, like, I think he's like a top guy, like in a sect, and he was speaking about basically like America's just basically like a corporation, and they just go from country to country, just invade to the actual towns to take the goods and resources. Who was even in Yugoslavia, you know, in 99, which in fact was prophecy. You know, the scripture says it should cause fire to come down from heaven. I actually met a guy who was there, you know, and he was basically saying it's all about money and resources, man. So that's why the scripture calls them. How is the hammer of the earth cut down? Because you just go down from country to country. Just give me your shit. You know, he's shaking down pockets. You know, he's tapping you up.
Public government in there.
Yeah, puppet government in there, and takes your resources.
America runs off war, man.
Yeah.
And that's why its budget, most of it is part, you know, to do with its military, man. It's spending more on its military than anybody, like, all the superpowers combined, man. They run off that shit, man. They feed off that shit.
Hey, bro,
Because he's a thief.
What's that quote of like it was either Rockefeller or Rothschild? It's like basically
I care not who makes the money.
Yeah, no. He was saying basically like the best time to buy is when there's blood in the streets.
Blood in the streets,
or something like that. It's like a Rockefeller or Rothschild. Basically saying like his pockets get fatter when there's war in the streets, man. You know?
All wars are bankers' wars.
All wars are bankers' wars. You know? Yeah, because you know what? America produce all kinds of equipment, man. You know?
Yeah, Joel, back in Joel 3:10, says beat your plowshares into swords.
Yeah.
And your pruning hooks into spears.
So you're saying that countries that actually might focus on the agriculture, the infrastructure, they're building shit up. We're gonna build that wall, all of this. Nah, Scripture says beat them plowshares into swords, man. I mean, you gonna stop investing in building up to just fucking destroy them, man.
Yeah, that's the spirit, because when you look at the infrastructure of America, it's crumbling.
It's shit.
The floors are fucked, the road cracks in them, the bridges are falling down, because they ain't pumping money into that, because they know a war is coming.
Yeah, but in terms of the military, it's banging. They got all kinds of equipment. You know, like in theory, in comparison, they actually do have as a force the strongest military on the earth.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what's going to take them down is the spirit of the Lord by putting the spirit on basically everyone to just to piss on America, man.
Yeah.
The Scripture says, "These shall hate the whore and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire," man. You know?
Because you might be the hardest, but if you got all the other nations crumbling together to come against you,
it's kind of like in school, or like you know when we're in school, or them films. You know them films when everyone stands up. What's that? Tilda.
Oh yeah.
Remember that fat boy? He used to bully everyone, and then everyone just stood up to him, and he didn't know what to do. That's kind of like America. It don't matter. I have the pecs or whatever, bro. You can't fight 1,000 people, bro. I mean, that's the same thing with America. If you have ICBMs coming to you from Iran, from Russia, India, from England, from the United Kingdom, from Australia. Basically, the Lord's gonna put the spirit on everyone to fucking shoot everything they got. Oh, what's that? Jeremiah 50:9. Yeah. Spare no. Scripture says spare no arrows. You know, spare no arrows. You know what that means, bro? Yeah. I'm gonna pull up.
And it says, let the weak say, I am strong.
All these weak nations, they're getting their artillery up, because they're preparing for this war, man. So all these weak nations, like India, North Korea, they're now interested in getting themselves equipped with these armories, man. Because they know what's coming, they know there's going to be a world war. It's important for a nation to protect themselves now, they know that.
Well, nations are always going to be like, well, how long is it before this devil comes after us?
Exactly.
Why? Because of this precept right here, Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
By his talk, by his speech.
Where he says the deals he makes, he always goes against these treaties and agreements that he makes with nations. Alright, and they know that. He is a proud man, where he's belittling nations, acting like he's the most, of importance above them, which the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Trump, remember that time when he did that EU E20 whatever meeting, and then Trump
the G20 summit.
The G20 summit. Trump saw budget from the crowd, tapping man in the chest. It's his body language,
Barging his way through.
But you know why? Because the Scripture says he's looked more stouter than his fellows, and on top of that, the actual head of a people is really the spirit of the people. Right. Now, like if you're in that proud spirit.
That's why he's in office, because people would like him.